Family, how are you? I missed you all. Welcome to Real Red Radiance. It's Radiance here on the main line. I've missed you all. It's been quite some things going on, and I want to share. I know y'all do too, but we'll all have time for that in no time. So, I know we were supposed to be chit-chatting about the small businesses matter. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. As one myself. However, I feel as though at this point in time, we're going to just skip a little a little bit. Okay? Stay with me if you can. Yes, small businesses matter. But right now, more than ever, Black Lives Matter. Okay? And I say that strongly and firmly as a Black woman myself. This, between the pandemic and George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and countless numbers of homicides that happened with police brutality and so forth, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. Now, I have my own beliefs. Some may agree, some may disagree. That's okay. Some may like or dislike. That's all right. I still love you. But I feel as though the protesting needed. Bring it back. Let's take it back to what it was when we were, well, I'm saying we, just speaking in general terms, referring to the past as a whole with protesting, and whether it was peaceful or not so peaceful. But I'm all for it. But I'm more towards the peaceful side. Why? Let me tell you. When it comes to the peaceful part of it, yes, it's more of a assertive way of taking things into account and being heard, being seen, and advocating. However, resorting to violence and tearing up shikatami mushrooms doesn't really make things heard or make things clear either. My opinion. Hey, might not like it. That's okay. Like I said, my opinion. Now, when it comes to our communities, okay, when it comes to where we live, how it affects people around us, yes, okay, let's loot, let's destroy, let's tear down, let's do this, let's do that. Let's, in the midst of that, in a mixture, let's do peaceful protesting. Let's march. Let's all come together. Let's powwow, something on more of a peaceful note, right? So I'm like, I get it. I get the more aggressive part of things. Trust me, I do. But what I want many of us to realize is that resorting to violence all the time, yeah, you may be heard for a little while. True, you're right. We're heard, we're seen. But are things really changing? What is the outcome from that? Are people still being murdered? Are people still being hung? I done seen so many. I had to get off of social media for a couple of. I was on and I'll dig more into it for you guys too. But I welcome you guys to join me and come on in, send me your questions and comments and so forth. But I was seeing like things popping up about this black woman hung and pregnant. This black man thrown to the ground and killed and reciting "I can't breathe." Like, how many times? And this is after y'all done again tore shiitake mushrooms up, okay, right? And also with the peaceful protesting. See, some things I feel, some things are more temporary. Yes, like I said, I don't disagree with the looting and destroying of things. However, there has to be, you have to look at the big picture of things. Like, are things really being solved? Are they? What's the solution? What changed? You see, that's all I want people to see. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it don't make it right. Like two wrongs don't make it right. Adding fuel to the fire, what's gonna happen? The fire gonna get bigger. Okay, so in my opinion, it's again, things can continue to be peaceful as far as the protesting and advocation in that way, because it's louder, and again, in my opinion, you get a better response, because if you look around you, wherever you are, if you look around you, like say where I am, I see like there are people still protesting, still marching, still having signs, still Black Lives Matter, still reposting, still supporting, still donating, still rebuilding. Like there's positivity coming from it, but with the protesting part of things, peacefully, it's still ongoing. You understand? So that's my take on that. And don't yell at me too much, because again, I had to get offline for a bit, especially when things were first, shall I say, happening. Initially, when all that looting and crap was going on, I was like, really? And I don't mind expressing my opinion on social media and this, that, and the third. I don't care. I don't mind to a point. But what I'm not gonna do, if y'all listen, let me tell you something about Radiant. I'm not finna argue with nobody on social media. I don't care what platform it is from. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever else is out there, podcast wise, YouTube. I'm not doing it. If you want to debate, hit me up. Let's have a conversation. Call me or call in here. Maybe we can have a discussion on the podcast. Now come on in. If you want to come on in, act like you know. I'm going to respect your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I do want to hear you out. And I'm sure it's other people that would want to hear you out too. So if you want to be heard, come on in and I got you. Okay? Because sometimes words and texts and all that stuff can be misconstrued, and you can't really see what a person is feeling through just typing something in a comment and so forth. So y'all have to hit me up on here if you want to chat, you want to talk about it. Let's make it happen. Now, I could say, what was it? Last week. Was it last week? Was it last week? Forgive me, y'all. Trying to think back. I've been pray for me. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, I believe it was the week before. So, it was a couple weeks ago, and I took upon myself, I said, you know what? I need a self-care day. I need a day for me, not to be working, not to be worried about nobody else. Self-care day for moi, okay? And I feel like even though we all have different avenues of life and come through and all walks of life and things like that, try to take, even if it's just 10 minutes of your day, find some time to take care of you. I don't care if you have kids or how many kids you have or how many hours or jobs you work or where you are. Just take a few minutes at least to yourself. Whether you want to just have a moment of silence, whether you just want to pray, whether you just want to woosah. I have a lot of those moments. Woosah. If you just want to just brainstorm or maybe create within those few moments or hours, or you can just, like how I did, just made a whole day. Find the time to, where it's you. It's all about you because you are very important. Okay? Remember that. So, let me tell you about my self-care day. So, I went and communicated with my director from work and things like that. And I said, I need a day. And I didn't have to give no drawn out explanation or I'm sick. I need a day. Okay, take it as you will. No harm done, no harm, no foul. Okay, no problem, cool. So, but again, I took that day to myself and took care of me. Did a lot of woosahing. I did some meditation and also kind of pampered myself as well. Gave myself a nice homemade facial, and gave myself a nice little foot massage. You have to take care of you. Okay? Y'all hear that? Take care of you. Okay? So, it was a nice, peaceful, relaxing day. And again, I just definitely would like you all to try to fit that into your schedule one way or another. It may not necessarily have to be every day, but if it's just a woosah, just do that. Like I said, I have a lot of those woosah moments. Just try to make it happen. And I'm sure that you'll be able to prioritize for it. Woosah. Less than 5 seconds, okay? But I wanted to also let you know, you guys, that